One of the great dangers that people bring to their Bible reading is they want simply to read Bible verses. Give me the verse, preacher. I've had people say that to me all the time. Give me the verse. I just need a verse to help me through the day. And that's good. It's just not biblical. The Bible wasn't written in verses. The Bible was written as biblical books. In fact, some of you know this and others of you don't, but the whole notion of dividing biblical books into chapters and verses is about 1,000 years after the books of the Bible were finished being written. And in the case of the Gospel of Matthew, there's a couple of verses that people really resonate with. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Well, we love that. It's a song. Where does it come from? What was he talking about before? When he says, all these things will be added to you, what are those things that Jesus has just said would be added if we seek first the kingdom? Well, when you just read the verse, you miss all that richness and all that beauty. And you also miss what comes after giving that word. What's his next exhortation to his people? Read the Bible, not Bible verses. I know I've said this to you before, but when you read the Bible and not the Bible verses, you appreciate the artistry and the skill with which the authors put together their books. Like in the Gospel of Matthew, man, what an intricate design he has that starts at the very beginning. Now, most of us modern people, if we're starting somebody's biography, we would start with maybe a little bit of detail about their birth or some kind of exciting story from their childhood. And Matthew doesn't do any of that. Matthew starts with a trip through Jesus's family graveyard, a genealogy. Well, who starts a biography there? Well, in the case of Matthew, he has to prove from word one that this Jesus, that he is Israel's Messiah. And that's why Matthew goes to such great lengths to make sure that we know that this Jesus is a descendant of Abraham. And who's Abraham? They call him Father Abraham, the first Jew. So when you understand that that's Matthew's beginning, that's going to govern so much else of what he does and so much else of where he goes.